everyone, welcome back to my kitchen. My name is Mindy Banks. I'm the Flip Flop Chef and I'm looking forward to sharing a new recipe with you guys today. We're gonna make a shrimp boil in the microwave, so don't let that scare you away. You're gonna love this and it's so quick and so easy to make. You can make this for a lunch if you work from home, or it's gonna be great for those busy weeknights after you get your kids home from whatever activities that they're doing. So let's go ahead and get started. We're gonna make our shrimp boil today in one of our reusable bags. These are our silicone bags from Pampered Chef. You're gonna love using these for so many different things. I'll talk more about these other three sizes once we get this in the microwave, but let's go ahead and get everything prepped out. So we're gonna use the large reusable bag. We're gonna slice some potatoes using Pampered Chef's Rapid Prep mandolin. I love this mandolin, and I do have a separate video on my channel that goes into great detail showing you all the different things that you can do with this mandolin, so be sure to check that one out. But let's go ahead and get our potatoes sliced up. So you can see this store is nice and compact. To take it apart, you just pull the actual mandolin off of the food tray, and you're gonna get a hopper. So this is the food holder in the hopper that you're gonna push the food up to the blade of your mandolin, and then you can choose to slice or chop right on your cutting mat, or if you can use the food tray. So I'm gonna use the food tray today. So before you get started with this, you do need to make some choices on the back. You'll see here you have slicing, julienne, and a French fry cut option. So I have this on the slicing option, and I'm gonna do this on a number 3. And we're gonna slide this up, and first I'm gonna just pull this little window, pull the button up, slide the window down, and then you're gonna attach your food hold, the food chute, and the hopper that presses the food in. So we're gonna put our potatoes in there. I'm gonna attach our food tray here, pull the hopper out, and I've got some potatoes. Now this recipe calls for 3 red-skinned new potatoes. I don't have the whole red potatoes, I have these smaller ones. So I just got a couple handfuls of these, and I'm gonna toss them in our food chute there, and then I'm gonna unlock this handle. So this is what releases the blade. So make sure you leave that down until you're ready to use it. And we're just going to slice these potatoes, and let me do a few more. Okay, when you're done, lock that handle down. So we have all of our potato slices here. So I locked the handle down, and then I'm going to remove the food chute here. And there are some pieces stuck in here. Don't put your hands down under the blade. I do recommend using our Easy Clean kitchen brush to pull out any of those pieces. This can go in the dishwasher for easy cleanup as well. And had a couple potatoes sticking out on the other side. So this is all dishwasher safe, so it's very, very easy to clean. We're gonna take these potatoes and I'm gonna put them in my large silicone bag. And there are so many things that you can use this bag for, so be sure to check out the silicone bag video on my channel too. I show you all 4 sizes and give you ideas for all of them. Now, if you're new to my channel, I hope you'll click subscribe while you're here, and also be sure to go to theflipflopchef.com and click the button at the top so you can join my recipe community. Now, I have gone ahead and measured out 2 tablespoons of chicken broth. I used our little petite Easy Read measuring cup here. And I'm gonna seal almost the whole bag. So I'm gonna leave just a little bit of space in the middle there for this to vent. Here, hang on. Let me put this more in a more like a single layer in here so that these will all cook evenly. We're gonna seal all but about 1 inch. And the directions do say to put this on a microwave safe plate. So we're gonna set this on here, and this is gonna go in the microwave for 4 minutes. So hang tight, I'll be right back. All right, so we're gonna microwave that for 4 minutes, and while we wait for that, we're gonna get a few other ingredients ready to go. So I'm gonna just mix everything in our plastic batter bowl, and then we'll be ready to pour it in the bag when that 4 minutes is up. So for this recipe, we do need some corn. So I have 1 corn cob. We're gonna cut it in half, and then we're gonna cut it into quarters. So I'm using the 5-inch Santuco knife to do this. It's a nice strong knife. Just make sure that you're careful when you're doing this. Whoops. That was a hard corn kernel, and I just smushed that one. Let me go from the other side so I don't make such a mess. Let's do it that way. So you learn as you go, right? Okay, we're gonna slice these in half and then into quarters. There we go. And then we're gonna add our shrimp, our seasoning salt, and we'll put some butter in the bag as well when that's ready to go in, from the first step in the microwave. So we've got our corn. We're gonna add our shrimp. Now this was a 2-pound bag of frozen shrimp. I got this locally at a store called Detweiler's Farm Market. So those of you that are in Sarasota, Bradenton area, be sure to check them out. Love that grocery store, it's very cool. This recipe calls for 8 ounces. I think I probably have around about that amount, maybe slightly less. Okay, that's just a little bit of ice in there, so we'll toss that. And we're gonna add our seasoning salt. We're gonna use 2 tablespoons of Pampered Chef's seasoning salt for this. And if you're not familiar with our seasonings, all of our seasonings are kosher and gluten-free. So 1 and 2. So 2 teaspoons of seasoning salt. And then we're gonna add 2 tablespoons of butter. So that I'm just gonna put in the bag once that comes out. So we're gonna just toss this just a little bit. And then once we add all of this back to the bag, it is going to take 3 or 4 minutes to cook. So you guys, this recipe is so quick and so easy. I was not lying to you when I told you that. All right, so what we're gonna do is wait for that 4 minutes to be done, and then we're gonna add that in. But let me talk to you about the other 3 size bags that we have. So these reusable bags, they are silicone, they're dishwasher safe, they are also microwave safe, obviously. They can go in your deluxe air fryer if you have that. They can also go in our deluxe multi-cooker if you're gonna be using the sous vide feature. So many options for these, but this is the small. I got a little dry erase marker still on there, so you can use dry erase markers to write on here so that you know what is inside. When these are ready to clean, you're gonna invert them or put them inside out and just put them on the top rack of the dishwasher for easy cleanup. If there's just need to be rinsed out and they don't really have a lot that needs to be washed off, you can just easily wash these by hand. They're not difficult to clean at all. This is the medium bag, and this is such a great size. You can use this for snacks. You can make smoothie mixes, just put all of your fruit and maybe some spinach in here, toss this in the freezer, and then anytime you're ready to make a smoothie, you just grab one of these and pour it in your blender. So I do recommend getting multiple of each of these sizes because they are just fantastic. They're also very easy to close and very easy to open. So one of my friends has tried, actually a couple of my friends here have tried other brands of silicone bags, and they rave about how easy these are to open and close, but they also seal up nice and tight as well. So I have filled these with water and tried to shake them out to see if anything leaks, and they don't leak. I have also submerged the bags in water to see if water gets inside of the seal, and it doesn't. So I love that these are so leak proof and watertight. So this is another medium size, but this one is a sandwich bag, and so it opens on 2 sides. The reason it opens on 2 sides is so that you don't have to smush your sandwich when you're trying to put it in the bag. And so I've started sending these with my kids to school, and so far they're coming home every day. So I bought some extra ones for when we have a day at the beach. It's just great to not have any trash that we have to worry about when we are enjoying a day at the beach. So those are the reusable bags. I don't know if you hear my microwave, but it is letting me know that it is ready. So let me grab this and we'll finish this up. All right, so I am using my microwave grips to take this in and out of the microwave, and these potatoes smell great. So if you didn't want to do the shrimp boil, you could just steam your potatoes in here, and I would cook them maybe a little bit longer to make sure that they're nice and tender, because they're just partially cooked right now, but they smell great. So what you're gonna do is take your microwave grips and just gently, so I'm gonna grab from that middle part that was kind of already open, just pull this apart, and you can see there's steam, so make sure you're careful with that. And then what I'm gonna do here is I'm going to scoop out, hang on, let me move this out of the way. Scoop out my shrimp, corn, and seasoning mix. toss this in there. And then we're gonna add the butter, and this is gonna go back in the microwave for 3 to 4 minutes. Now, if you guys know me, you know I don't really eat a lot of seafood. I will eat some shrimp if it's like tempura fried, but I'm not a fan of boiled shrimp myself. So I have not tried this recipe, but my husband loves it, and he says it's as good as the restaurants that he's purchased it at or better. Whoops. We're gonna add 2 tablespoons of butter in here. And then let's put this back on this rock grill stone. So this is the small grill stone. I don't know if I told you guys that earlier. All right, so we're going to, let me make sure I do this. We're gonna seal it all the way, and then I'm just gonna give this a little toss. It's a little warm, so be careful. All right. Lay this flat again, and I'm gonna leave just a little space for this to vent, and we'll put this back in the microwave. So hang tight, I'll be right back. Okay, so 3 minutes, and we're going to be ready to take that out. So I want to tell you about a couple of other things that I have over here while I have your attention, while we wait for that to finish up. So I had the potatoes and the corn in one of our new cut and store containers. I really like these containers because they are rectangle, so they take up less space in the refrigerator than your round or your oval dishes, but these are awesome if you have little kids like I do who are in and out of the fridge and the pantry all day long. I like to put strawberries in here, and so they can grab the container and then flip the lid over, and this is actually a cutting board on this side. So they can get this out, get a knife that they're allowed to use, and they can slice their strawberries right on this little cutting board that's built right in. And then when they're done, they can toss away the tops of their strawberries, and they can snap the lid right on. And these are dishwasher safe as well, and you can use them in your refrigerator, but they're also really cool for like personal size charcuterie boards. And so if you wanted to make these and take them to the beach or the pool or the lake or the boat or wherever you are going, maybe just in your lunch, if you're taking lunch to work, this is great for if you're traveling. Make yourself a little charcuterie board, way cheaper than what you can buy on the airplanes or in the airports, and so much better, right? So these are the cut and store containers here, and love them. I would love your ideas, what you're going to use them for. You can also use them just to prep ingredients, which I have done that, and you can store food in them in the refrigerator as well. All right, the next thing I want to talk to you guys about is another one of my favorites. So I always say these are like probably in my top 10. I use these just about every time I cook a meal at home, because what I find is I might finish one part of my dinner before the rest of the meal is ready, and I need to keep it warm. And the cool thing about these insulated bowls is they will keep your food warm for up to 2 hours. So this is actually going to be my husband's lunch today, and it's probably about an hour, hour and a half before he's ready to come home and eat lunch. And so this will be piping hot for him when he comes, and I know that he's going to love it. So these come in 2 different sizes. The small is a 1 quart, and then we have the large, which is 2.5 quart. These are like Yeti bowls. So if you have a Yeti cup that you drink your water or your coffee out of, these are like Yeti bowls, but they're from Pampered Chef. And so they are the stainless steel, they're double walled. These lids are super cool because they have a little handle right here that you can hook the lid on the side of the bowl so that the lid doesn't roll around or get separated from the bowl, and it reminds whoever is serving themselves to put the lid back on when they're done serving so that it stays warm until you're ready for the next serving. So love these bowls. They also are great for keeping food cold. They weren't designed for that, so they aren't going to keep them cold for a long period of time like our cool and serve trays will. They'll keep things cold for 4 to 6 hours, even outside, which is amazing, and especially here in Florida, and I've tested them and they work amazing. But these are great for, putting ice in. If you want to use them as an ice bucket, you could do that. Or if you have something that you just need to keep cold for just a short period of time, use one of these. So my microwave is beeping at me again. Let's grab our shrimp boil. I'm going to pour it in here, and it's going to be ready to go. Can you guys believe how quick and how easy this recipe has come together? Hang tight just a second. All right, lunch in a bag. So we're going to take our insulated bowl, the larger of the 2, and I'm going to take my microwave grips, and I'm going to gently pull open the seal. Oh my gosh, you guys, the steam, pour pour this in. Look at this, perfectly cooked shrimp boil. All right, so I probably could have put this in the smaller one. I'll zoom in, let you guys check this out. And all that butter has melted and we've got this delicious sauce in the bottom. So this is how you make shrimp boil in the microwave using Pampered Chef's reusable silicone bags. And I've got a couple potatoes in there. I'll toss those out when I'm finished here. I'm gonna put the lid on here. This is gonna be ready for Keith when he comes home for lunch. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you like shrimp boil, you gotta make this recipe. I'll post the recipe at theflipflopchef.com, so make sure you go there, click the button at the top. You'll be able to access thousands of recipes as well as my weekly giveaway. And also make sure you hit subscribe while you're here, and feel free to share this video with your friends. So that's all I have for you today, but I look forward to seeing you next time. Take care.